What makes a great leader? Picture this: a young CEO steps into a failing company, employees are demotivated, and investors are pulling out. Yet, within a year, she turns it into a thriving powerhouse. How? Leadership. What makes a great leader? Why do some inspire revolutions while others barely keep their teams afloat? Today, leadership is more than just authority, it's about influence, vision, and emotional intelligence. We will uncover the science and art of leadership, blending history, modern research, and real-world examples to answer this timeless question. By the end of this lesson, you will understand what separates extraordinary leaders from ordinary managers, and how you can develop these skills yourself. 1. What is leadership? Leadership is not about titles or corner offices. It's about influence. True leaders drive change, energize teams, and create lasting impact. Consider Elon Musk. Whether you admire him or not, his leadership transformed Tesla into the world's largest electric car manufacturer. Unlike management, which focuses on maintaining order and efficiency, leadership is about vision, pushing boundaries, inspiring innovation, making tough decisions, and taking risks. Effective leaders don't just command, they empower, mentor, and create a vision that others want to follow. Their primary tool is influence, not authority. 2. Trait theories of leadership. For decades, psychologists search for the X factor that makes a leader. Throughout history, strong leaders, Buddha, Napoleon, Mao, Churchill, Roosevelt, Reagan, have been described in terms of their traits. Trait theories of leadership focus on personal qualities and characteristics. The trait theory suggests that leaders are born, not made, and certain inherent traits define great leadership. But is that really true? If we look at some leaders and the characteristics that distinguish them, we notice extroversion. Steve Jobs, an iconic leader, was known for his ability to captivate audiences and energize his team. Conscientiousness. Leaders like Angela Merkel show discipline and reliability, key traits for long-term success. Openness to experience. Richard Branson embraces risk and innovation, hallmarks of visionary leaders. Emotional intelligence. Researcher Daniel Goleman argues that the ability to manage emotions and relationships is more critical than IQ for leadership success. But here's the twist: yet, traits alone don't make a leader. If so, every charismatic person would be a CEO running a Fortune 500 company. Leadership is also about behavior. 3. Behavioral theories of leadership. What do successful leaders do? Behavioral theories suggest that leadership is about learned actions, not just inherent traits. Studies identify 2 key leadership behaviors. Task-oriented behaviors. Leaders like Jeff Bezos relentlessly pursue efficiency, setting high expectations and focusing on results. People-oriented behaviors. Leaders like Oprah Winfrey build trust, nurture relationships, and create inclusive work cultures. The key to success: knowing how to balance both, or when to switch between the two. A crisis, decisiveness and structure are essential, while a growing company needs relationship building, and while in stable environments, fostering team collaboration becomes a priority. 4. Contingency theories of leadership. There is no universal leadership style. The effectiveness of a leader depends on the situation. The Fiedler model: some leaders thrive in structured settings, military commanders, while others excel in flexible environments, creative directors. Situational leadership model: ever notice how great coaches adjust their style for different players? That's contingency theory in action. Great leaders adjust their style to match their followers' needs, much like the coached lesson. Adaptability is the secret weapon of the best leaders. 5. Leader-member exchange, LMX, theory. Think about your favorite boss. Chances are, they made you feel valued. LMX theory explains why high-quality leader-member relationships drive performance. Case study, Google's Project Oxygen found that the best managers are those who build trust and relationships, not just technical skills. But beware, favoritism can backfire. Exceptional leaders ensure fairness and inclusivity across their teams. 6. Charismatic and transformational leadership. Charismatic leadership, think Martin Luther King Jr. or Steve Jobs. They didn't just manage, they inspired. Transformational leadership. According to Bernard M. Bass, transformational leaders challenge the status quo and ignite change. Case study, Nelson Mandela united a divided nation, not through power, but through vision and forgiveness. That's transformational leadership in action. 7. Authentic leadership, ethics and trust. Authentic leadership, Bill George describes these leaders as genuine and self-aware. Ethics and leadership, in today's era of corporate scandals, ethical leadership is critical. Look at Patagonia's commitment to sustainability, ethical leadership in action. Servant leadership, Robert K. Greenleaf's model teaches that the best leaders serve others first, but this model suggests that leadership is not about power but about elevating others. Trust and leadership, trust isn't built overnight. It's earned through consistency and fairness. 8. Leading for the future, mentoring. Behind every great leader is a great mentor. Microsoft's Satya Nadella credits Bill Gates for his leadership transformation. Companies like Google and Apple invest heavily in leadership mentoring programs because leadership is a skill that can be nurtured. 9. Challenges to the leadership construct. Leadership as an attribution. This theory suggests that people tend to associate success or failure with the leader's decisions, even when external factors play a larger role. Do we give leaders too much credit for success? This cognitive bias can lead to the overestimation of a leader's impact. Mindel, Ehrlich, and Duprick, 1985, highlight how followers romanticize leadership. Substitutes for leadership, this theory, Kerr and Jeremiah, 1978, suggests that highly structured environments, self-managed teams, or strong organizational cultures can minimize the need for direct leadership. For example, companies like Valve Corporation and Gore-Tex implement flat hierarchies, where employees operate autonomously, proving that leadership functions can sometimes be embedded within the system itself. Online leadership. The rise of remote work means virtual leadership skills are more important than ever. Remote work requires leaders to develop new digital leadership skills. The rise of virtual teams and hybrid workplaces has forced leaders to adapt their communication styles, emotional intelligence, and engagement techniques. 10. Finding and creating effective leaders. Selecting leaders. Companies now prioritize emotional intelligence over technical skills in leadership hiring. Studies by Gorman, 1998, highlight that leaders with high A foster stronger team cohesion and adaptability, making them more effective in uncertain business environments. Google's leadership hiring model places emphasis on candidates' ability to navigate ambiguity, collaborate effectively, and demonstrate empathy, rather than solely focusing on technical prowess. Training leaders. Modern leadership programs incorporate mindfulness, stress management, and ethics training to create well-rounded leaders, focusing on resilience and well-being. Programs such as Harvard's Advanced Leadership Initiative emphasize the importance of balancing decision-making power with personal integrity and well-being. Case study. Research from Time magazine highlights that modern leaders must balance mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical well-being to prevent burnout. Satya Nadella's transformation of Microsoft illustrates the power of modern leadership principles. Upon becoming CEO in 2014, he shifted the company culture from rigid hierarchy to one of learning and innovation. By focusing on empathy, inclusion, and growth mindset, core elements of emotional intelligence, Nadella reinvigorated Microsoft's workplace culture, leading to significant financial and creative success. His leadership exemplifies the modern approach, balancing resilience, well-being, and strategic vision. Conclusion: leadership is not about being the loudest voice in the room. It's about vision, influence, and adaptability. The best leaders are not born, they are made through experience, learning, and mentorship. So, are you ready to become a leader? Stay tuned. Meanwhile, what do you want to explore next? Share your thoughts on how the Organizational Behavior playlist at the Organizational Excellence Explorer Academy should evolve. What if everything you thought about leadership was only half the story? Think on that until next time. Want to explore these theories deeper? We'll post the literature in the video description. Enjoyed this lecture? Then subscribe to the Academy for more insights on organizational behavior.